So, hello all. I hope you are here to know that how to use Python in Android mobile. So basically, Python is a open source language, and you can use it in your laptops, Linux system, macOS, everywhere. But now you can also use the Python in your Android mobile also. So for just training purpose or learning purpose to know the basic codes and all. So it's a good start. You can use it in mobile also. So what you have to do, just you go to the your app Play Store or App Store. So just write Pyroid. Okay. So if you write Pyroid, it will come Pyroid 3 IDE for Python 3. So I have already installed this. If you have not installed, it will show the install option, and you will install. So once you open this, so after quick setting and all, it will open this kind of window. And in this also, if you are new to Python, then I'll do some basic codes here, and it will be helpful for you to understand. So this window is your editor window in your Python or any programming language. There is a editor window and there is a command window. So this is the editor window where you will write the programs or the basic codes you will write. So let us just start with a very simple program that every program, if you have learned, so they start with a simple program, print hello world. Okay, let us start with the same. So how to print this? So I'll write the syntax print, and you have to give the brackets. So once you give one bracket, the ending bracket it will automatically take. So it is the inbuilt function of that. So I have just given one bracket and it took the ending bracket. Then you have to write, so it is a string, it has to be displayed, so you have to write that in a quote. So I'll write one quote here, and by default it will take the another quote, ending quote there. So inside whatever I'll write, it will just print that. So I'll write hello world. Okay. So once I write this, how to run this code? So to run this code, you can see there is a yellow color play button is there. So if you press that play button, then it will simulate and it will give you the output. So you can see here it is written hello world. So whatever I have written, it has just printed that. So with this, it completes the program. You can see the program is finished. Now let's say, means it will, you don't want to write the whatever thing is there inbuilt, so you want that you should give flexibility that whatever you give the instruction, it will print that value. Okay, so for that what I'll do, so let's say I want to print means my name, but I should type my name or anyone else should type name. In this case, what will happen, every time you run this program, it will print hello world. It cannot change, it cannot be changed. Okay, so I'll write some variable. Okay, so I'll write, let's say str or string. So I say I'll display string. What is the string value? I'll write input. So input means it will take the input, it will accept the input from the user or from you. So in bracket, if you write one this bracket, then it will come automatically, it will take the another one input. So now with this function, what will happen, str equals to input. So with this, it will take the input, whatever you type, it will take the input. So and after this, I will print the str. I will print what I will print, I will print str. So see here, previously I have written print hello world in a quote. Okay, so that was a string that we are giving, but here I am writing print str. I am not giving any code. That means str is the variable, and the variable where the variable value will come, it is written str equals to input. That means it will take input. So if I run this, see what is happening, hello world, and it is waiting something, means it has not written program finished. So I'll write my name here. So it is taking str equals to input, whatever I am input giving here, it is taking that as the input str. This sum will be stored in str. Now if I press enter, so in the keyboard you can see there is a enter symbol there. Okay, so now it has printed Sambhu. So STH print and program is finished. Now let us go back and do some more here. So inside print input I'll write a message here. Okay, so I have just given one quote and it has taken the double quote. So in type your name I'll write type your name. I'll give a colon and a space. So see, with this what will happen? So hello world, type your name. Okay, it is asking type your name, you have to write it here. So if I write, say again my name, so that thing I have written, if I press enter, it will print the value, means print my name. Okay, so this is a basic thing how you can do your programming in mobile itself in the Android app. So now let me do one small more program, one more basic one. Let us try to add two numbers. Okay, so let the program be, along with I'll write new lines. So write my x value equals to, I'll give some value x equals to, let's say your 2. Okay, so remember in Python you don't need to give your semicolon or colon at the end. So it is the one of the advantage of Python. And I'll take another variable y that is equals to, let's say 4. Okay, I'll add those numbers. So I'll write here addition of two numbers. So this comment line should make a practice of using these comment lines. Addition of two numbers. Okay, then I'll write the final value. I'll write say sum equals to, this is simple mathematics, you have to write sum equals to x plus, so whatever operation you can take, x plus x minus x division, we are taking x plus y. Okay, now this is the sum. So once this is done, so if I run this code, so first it is asking my name because I have written that code, so I'll write Sambhu. After that is executed, the program finished, so it is not printing any value. Where is that summation value? Where is that summation value? So you have to print that value. So for that I'll write print in bracket. What you have to write? I'll write it with a message. First I'll write the message. The sum of two number is. Okay, so whatever I have written inside this code, so that will be the message. Okay, then I'll write dot format again in bracket x comma y comma sum. Okay, so let us see some syntax is there. Okay, for this we need to import some library, which I have not done, so I am skipping this part, only will write sum. So I'll write Sambhu. Okay, the sum of two number is 6. Sorry for this advertisement, it comes with these free apps. Okay, so now here let's say I want to give the numbers, means input I will give the numbers, so I'll write input. So input in bracket I will give in quote in give number 1, give first number I will write. Okay, and in place of 4 I will give it manually, so I will write input give second number. Okay, so if I run this, what will happen? It will ask me two numbers, then it will add. So if I run this, first code is written, so write to name. Okay, so give the first number, let's say I will give 4. Give the second number, let's say I will give 7. Okay, so what will be the answer? The sum of two numbers is 4, 11. Okay, it is actually taking as it a string. Okay, to write int.